Wow, does it feel good to be back behind the camera? Damn. It feels good, man. It feels so good. I'm so pumped. Now, as a lot of you do know, it's not scripted. I have left my other work. And I'm not going to be... Oh, God, I got to clear the air on this one real quick. To anyone who thinks that I'm going to start running content on that place or shit-talking the LCU, I hate to break it to you, but you were right. No, I'm joking. You are wrong. That's not going to be happening. And this is the only stream where you guys get to ask all the fucking questions you want, and I will be fully transparent with you. And then we are done. Okay? I'm over that then. I still very much love that place. You know what I'm saying? I still love that place. I do see Keem as a friend. I love Boogie. You know, I love the people there. But, like, you know, for me, it was time to move on. All right? So I ain't going back. It's not happening. That's just something I want to make very clear. Do you feel like a weight has been lifted off you since leaving? Well, kind of. Okay, so there's different levels of weight. When you do stuff like this, it's very pressuring, right? Because you don't want to fuck up, all right? There's pressure to uphold like a standard of content, especially with a boss that you like, you know, use to watch and idolize and view all the time, right? So there's a level of pressure that always exists there. Now I have to really, really pull my finger out and do the work, you know? I have to really like do my bit. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? What will be you know? What's the ultimate straw that broke the camel's back? It was, do you know what? It was a while ago, I would say. It was probably... I actually don't know how to answer that question, I'll be honest with you. I think I'll have to be a little bit more specific. I think it was a combination of everything that was happening, you know? I think it was just a combination of everything, and it's just like, you know what? It's just not fucking worth it. Are you Voldemorted? I don't think so. If I am, I understand business move. I'd hope I'm not, but it's one of them, right? I genuinely don't know. When it comes to the conversations of people organizing a walk with Mike, Tina, etc., and they rang Xylee about it or something, right? I had no clue about that. I just wanted to be out. That's very much the simplistics of it. The whole point we're trying to prove is that we can do this. Leave us alone. Stop trying to fucking turn people against. Just leave us do our thing, right? We said when we're going at Keem, if one of us gets fired over it, then all three of us walk. That's what we said, because we have to prove a point. When Steak left, something in my like head, like they'd always been planned at all when he quit that day, something in my head just told me that it's time to leave on my own terms, you know? But Boogie had also said in the meeting of that stream where me and Steak left that Steak had planned to leave. Well, it was never discussed with me, I'll be honest with you. But it was like, it was my own reasoning for leaving. It was nothing to do with like Steak leaving that day, per se. I suppose it did have an influence, I guess. But like, I was out, mate. I was out. You know what I mean? I was holding on to the end of the month for the LCU, but also those two as well. But I was gone at the end of the month regardless. I just couldn't do it anymore, you know? I had a really fucking good couple of conversations with Keem. I had a very good couple of conversations with Keem. And he has like, even with all that shit, he does give a fuck, right? Do I agree with him and everything? No. Do I still see him as a mate though? Is he like a friend to me? Yeah. I love the guy. I'll be honest with you, right? Maybe, you know, some people might think, oh, he's still caught in the spell. But no, there's no spell, dude. I do like him, but I just don't want to work in the LCU at the moment, you know? Crack really wasn't doing well. Xylee was struggling, but she was struggling because she was dealing with her own shit on Reapers and then coming in super stressed when a show wasn't going her way. And I get that. It sucks when a show doesn't go your way. It's hard to, like, engage with that, right? I love drumming, and I like gaming, and I like doing what I used to do as well, which is, like, do commentary shit and stuff and reactionary stuff. So I want to do 2 streams a day. And around this time, so 5 p.m. my time, 12 p.m. Eastern, will either be drumming or gaming. I'll be doing my other stuff where I react to shit and have a bit of fun. After you quit, did you wake up the next morning freaked out? What of your decision? Love you drumming? Yes. Immediately after I quit, I felt the freak out, right? Because it is kind of scary. You're not just leaving a server and a job. You're also leaving a family, right? Like, you're actually leaving a family, of people that you love and care about. And it's hard. It is really, really hard to do that. And like, it sucks. I still miss the place. Do you know what I mean? I think Cat Lady's scum. I'll always stand on that. I think Tech Protect's a wanker. I'll always stand on that. In terms of people I miss the most, Riley, obviously. Low key though, like Boogie as well, but like low key, kind of keen, bro. I love that back and forth banter. Although sometimes he took it like way too fucking far. And like he beat me to a pulp when I'm down. Sometimes it was good. I think a lot of people are here just to like see what's going on and have a lot of questions and stuff. Does that mean if you had the opportunity, you'd go back to the LCU? No. I've been asked to go back. And I thought about it. And I was like, no, I can't. If I go back now, I'll never leave. Will you reach out to Rastov or Buff and maybe do a stream with them? I've spoken to both of them. I don't know. I don't think it's like... It's not like... I don't want to just start collabing with people. I feel like that's kind of like gay to just instantly start doing. Maybe in the future. I'm probably going to have all of the like LCU terms banned. I want to talk about cool shit, you know, and I don't want to like drag on that place because I don't hate the place. Will Grim ever be on the channel? Oh, I don't know. I don't speak to Grim very often because me and Grim are the kind of people where we just chat when we chat, you know what I mean? But obviously he knows I love him. You and Billy should collab sometime. I would love to work with Billy again. Maybe it's in the cards, maybe it's not. For now, though, out of respect for Billy, but also for this channel as well. Like I said, I want to focus on this, and then we can look at doing stuff like that in the future, maybe. But I love Billy. He knows that. I have nothing but time for the guy. Thank you so much. I genuinely do appreciate you guys being here. It does, like, on a real note, it genuinely does mean a lot. This is going to be hard. This is not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very challenging. But when it all comes to an end, we will make it work. I got nothing but like love for the place. I literally, for real, I got nothing but love for that place. All right. Trying to dissect if something was real or fake in the LCU to me was a waste of time. You know, at the end of the day, when you watch your soap opera dramas and stuff like that, you don't think, is this real or fake? You just enjoy it. You have a good time. When you watch a comedy show, you don't think, is this real or fake? Is this scripted? You just enjoy it. You have a good time. When you listen to stand-up comedy, you're like, is this scripted or is this like, you know, fucking improv? You don't think about it. You just enjoy the content. I love Fat Camp, and honestly, I'd go again. Honest to fucking God. I would love to go back again. I loved that shit. It was amazing. There was a lot of love that I had for the place. I still believe in the place. It's just the directions currently in is kind of shitty. But that's just because of other people like affecting it. But I love that place. And I think it's an amazing place. And I think a lot of people will make it continue to be amazing. I think I miss the sort of family element that you have there. That's very good. You know what I mean? That's very helpful, especially when you're not feeling great. I don't really open up to a lot of people, but there was like one or two people. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can guess who I confided in when I had struggles, and they were always there. And I guess like that's one thing I do miss. You know, it was a lot of fun. You know, I got no regrets.
And we do it all for the love of the cows. Did you know BoxiMoo condensed 16 days of finely curated Fat Camp 2 footage into one beefy cut of premium Lolcow content? I think maybe you should, check it out.